Hey everybody, and welcome to our YouTube channel. Checking out another mix from the 2 EP set called Travel Well. This is a song called All On Me from disc 2. So let's dive into it and see what's going on here. Take it away, Matt. So what we got going on here? Matt's drums, Chels's bass, Danielle's acoustic part, and this is the only song on these 2 discs where we don't have any electric guitar. So here's my acoustic part. We're both playing acoustics. Now Danielle's playing regular time with the accent with the snare drum. I'm doing sort of a double time thing. So the acoustics kind of this kind of thing. Oh. There's D. My part. Now, with just the acoustics, it'd be a little bit sparse, so we decided to take a cue from the band, as usual, and we tracked some piano and organ. So here those are. See what that sounds like. Here's piano in the chorus. So let's go from the top again, maybe with this vocal out, and listen to how that piano kicks off right off the top. And the organ. And the verses, the piano is really, really low and doing 1/8 notes.
Things I know, and all the rest I'm making up as I go. So I'll lay your head down, baby, and if you cry cry, I'll be there waiting. You do the dreaming, and I got the worry. Just put it all on me. Just put it all on me. Have I been away?
Check out the effects. Check out this room reverb. Just H reverb and a bit of EQ just to tighten it up and not have so much many overtones, brash sounds. Mono plate. Just straight up the middle, mono plate.
The truth that you love me, and baby, I love you. So I'll lay your
Stereo plate.
head down, baby. And if you cry, I'll be.
Quite a bit long pre-delay.
And I got the worry, just put it all on me.
With the mono with it.
Just put it all on me.
In the room.
Just put it all on me.
So those are our reverbs, and then there's a delay here as well.
Well, they say that love's the only thing you need.
Doing that, and that's
Well, if that's true, then you.
all the vocals are going to that. It gets low in the mix normally.
I've been divided by the things
Kinda maybe around there.
I know, and all the rest I'm.
And this grit is just a little bit of drive to make my voice more interesting. Here's from that grit off. It's not doing much really.
You do the dreaming, and I got the worry. Just put it all on me. Just me. Have I been away too long, or do you ever?
So let's look at the drum.
really-
The drums here. There's quite a bit going on, but it's all pretty subtle. Kramer tape. Just doing a little bit of tape saturation. Really small amount, but that's on, I think, basically all the drums, not the snare bottom. Because who cares? I don't even like snare bottom mics. But anyway, here's the drums. Okay, and then a bit of pulling out some mids. This is probably boosting a bit of bottom and top. A little bit of compression, and then one more little dip there. That's for the kick. We've got a kick dynamic, and then a ribbon as well on the kick. So get those together. On the snare drum, we got a 421 and an SM7. Not an SM57, an SM7. No, it's not a 421. It's a E906, Sennheiser E906, and an SM7. SM7B. So that's those. There's the E906, SM7. Toms are 421s. I forget what the overheads are. Room mic. So they're all just getting a little bit of EQ, a little bit of that tape delay, and compression on the snare. 1176. And then on the bus, the drum bus, right here, it looks like a lot, but it's not quite as much as it seems. Let's open it up here. So we got these splitters, which is a feature I really like about Studio One. This was tracked in Pro Tools, and then I've mixed it in Studio One. And this is one of the things I like about it. It's easy to set up parallel effects with plugins and stuff, rather than having to do a separate bus for the drums with a compressor on it, which I do often in other songs that we've done on this album. I did it that way, but for this one, I've used the splitters. So how this is working here is this first splitter. After the splitter is this bus comp. Okay, but this splitter is just essentially sort of filtering, like a side chain almost, where right here is what it's doing. You can have it set to just do a 50-50 split or channel split. If you got something stereo, left can go one way, right the other, and you can process them separately. This one, frequency split, I've selected 126 hertz as the sort of crossover. So if you mute this D selects this side. So we're only going to hear this side, which is just the bottom end. So that's bypassing this compressor. So this is what's being compressed, is everything above 126. And very little, as you can see. Bit of makeup gain, just to boost it a bit, but not much going on there. Bring that back in. Now let's go down to this splitter, which, as you can see here, normal. So that's just doing a 50-50, sending it this way, sending it that way. On this track, or this this path on the right, is just nothing on it. That's just bypass, sort of the dry signal. And over here is yet another splitter, and what that's doing is another sort of high pass sort of thing. So if you ignore this high pass thing, we've got parallel compression. This is uncompressed, and then this side's being compressed by the Double Lock Deluxe here by Sound Toys. Okay, so if without this is not doing much either. As you can see, the mix is set very, very, very low, barely 8.5%. Crush, that's the actual compression, 1.3%. Crunch is at 0. And it's rolling off a tiny bit of super top end at basically to 18K. Okay, so here's just the compressed signal. That's without it. So just a little bit going on there. And then there's that bottom that's bypassing all of it. And then there's the bypass signal, and then that's all going to EQ, a little bit of extra top, low mids, and lows. And then pipeline is what's sending it to the board. So it looks like there's a lot here, but it's like the tiniest bit of compression with the kick bypassing it. And then again, with a little bit more, and then a parallel compression going on, but very subtle, and then a bit of EQ. Oh, and then this GEQ is just compensating for this little dip in the mid frequency. That's without it, which sounds quite good too. But I thought having that low mid pokiness sort of suited the acoustic nature of the song a bit better. Okay, so that is what's going on there with the drums. And then it's going through some effects as well. The acoustics are both getting a bit of that Kramer tape, some EQ and some compression, typical stuff. Bass has got a lot on it, but that's just woolly and warm and fat. Bit of tape. Just a honky boost, a little bit of subtle low and top bypass, or high pass. A little bit of compression, a little bit more compression. And this is getting a red line. This is the Abbey Road red console. Here's without it. So that's doing a lot, and it's boosted as well, the output. There's a lot of chunk going that, and then once again, pipeline is just sending it to the console. So that's the bass. Now the keyboards. There's organ, B3 emulator, like a software, and the piano is MIDI. It's not a real piano, it's MIDI tracks. With 2 different samples that it's being sent through. So we got an upright and a grand piano. Here's the upright on its own. Oops. It's a bit more attack. Here's the grand piano, is that lower, richer, mid-range, murkier thing. That's both of them. And it looked like in different sections they sort of get favored in the mix with this automation and stuff here. Anyway, so that's the piano. Bring the organ back in. And that's what's going on. Let's go to a chorus and check out the bass line here.
Can you see?
Listen to the bass. Good bass line. Chelsea playing that, of course. And there it is. That's All on Me from the second disc of the Treble Well set. Hope you enjoyed that, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks.